Okay, so good morning and good afternoon and good evening, everybody from the different time zones. I know nobody's in the evening, oh sorry, afternoon at point of time, but it's a routine again. So welcome back again in today's class. Today we are on the day number, it's 12, right?
Right.
Yes, because it's Wednesday, it's at 12. We have one day off in between. Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about this fundamental copy and child change, right? Copy and the child change. So we clarify that from where these things are coming. Now let me take you another part of service now. Okay, let me open this. Okay, okay. I told you that we can create this thing incident from the service portal as well. Let's see a little bit about that service portal. Just to be update one thing to everybody. Friday there will be class test. So get ready. Nobody will take off. I'm sick, I'm have office timings or something. Last 15-10 minutes will be going the class test. So get ready guys on that part. Let's see how things are going on. Okay, so now let's come here and open the service. I come here, get help. And this called is a record producer. This is called record producer. In the service request catalog management, two things or three things are very famous. One is called the request item or the service request. One is called the record producer and one is called the order guide. Okay, the core definition we will see in that particular areas only in the request management, what I can say topic only. But here the intention is that how the things are working. That is important to see here. Let's say I am at the record producer. I put urgency as a medium. Short description, LNG training, and submit. Once I submit, intention is not to tell that how the process work. Intention is to tell that how this mapping work. So now if you see this incident, let me copy and duplicate this. And now if you search here this incident, and we can see incident is there. Right now, how the system will know? Did you notice that short description become the same thing? We decided urgency, then how impact come automatically? How the contact type come automatically? How the category come automatically? Where is that mapping has been done? That is the important point to be here, because on the front side, on the end user perspective, he just entered two things, but in the background we are getting 4 and 5 6 to be mapped automatically. So what to do? Go here, search for the record producer here and search for the create incident, this one, and open it. And once you open it, you will see this in the coding part here. See, this is the place where the settings or the mapping has been done. It means in service now, the things you are able to see are already configured somewhere. Maybe it's in the property, maybe it's in the script, maybe it's in the business rule, maybe in the client script, maybe in the loads, what I said, UI policy. Somewhere something has been configured, but it's not like a black magic that I don't know that where it has been configured. I give you example for the yesterday. Yesterday I was checking something on the community. So there's a one community member mentioned a question that I'm able to see some text on the change model. Something he or she was able to see in that change model. I said, oh, change is my favorite area. So I thought, okay, let me check why it's be appearing like that. I log into my PDI, but I'm not able to find out that where this be coming from, where the small text it's look like something similar. I'll show you here. She's getting some text on top, like here, like a pre-approved is coming, like some text is coming like this. She asked that I want to be change the text. I log in, I see, I go in the property, I did not find out. Then someone reply on that community question that go to the script include and you will find this. I'm surprised that how that person know that, or how he know that to see in that direction only, that this text, this small text is coming from the script include. So this is what the implementation, everything which you're able to see is something coming from somewhere, not a black magic. That is a thing that sometime we cannot change the things, but sometime we can make a changes as well. Okay, so in the record producer, the purpose to show you the record producer is that from where this mapping is coming. So you can see this self-service, short description from the comments, same category. It should have category as well somewhere, or maybe it's like a some running job in the background. So they're setting the category as well, or maybe let me scroll down. Not here. Maybe some code is running in between, which is bringing that category as well. Like this thing can be done. So the intention to tell is that it is coming from the configurations. Now the third part, when we say that we can create incident from the email as well, even though in the PDIs we cannot receive or send the email in ServiceNow. Earlier this option was available, earlier this facility was available, earlier this activity was available, but due to some security constraints, ServiceNow stopped this functionality only in the PDIs. If anybody want to see that how the emails work in ServiceNow, you can go to my batch 2 or batch 3 somewhere, where we see that if I send any email from my personal email ID to the ServiceNow email ID, how it's work. Now I want Anuj having some issue in the, let's say, some insurance premium. Okay. He want to be raise an incident. He did not get time to call to the customer care. What he did, he opened his personal email ID, write the address in the to xyz@xyz.com and put the subject and the short description and enter. And the email, he receive an email that your incident has been created. Now, how the system will understand that I have to be create an incident? This concept is called inbound action. Means if something is coming to me from the external sources, how to tackle that, what to do with that. Like we told our kids, if parents are not at home, don't open the door unless you confirm that someone is known. Why? Because we told him that is an inbound action. Don't open. If anybody outside, don't open. He says, I'm your dad's friend, you're the mother friend, your best friend, anything. Until unless he will reply you these questions, don't open it. This is called inbound action. And how to configure this or where to configure this? Come here. Inbound action. Practically, I cannot show you that how it's work, but let's understand this thing. And email things work with the two protocols, SNMP and POP3. Sorry, SMTP, not MP. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol and POP3. Like our emails work in the offices, right? On the Outlook we receive an email, on the Gmail we receive email. These are the protocols. Okay, so what we can do? Let's say Anuj send an email to me. I'm serving a lot of customers. Shall I create the incident for that email? Shall I create the change from that email? Shall I update the problem record from that email? Shall I update the request item on that email from the email? Or shall I update approvers on that email? On the email, multiple things can be done. You can create incident, you can update change, you can update approval as well. But everything need to be defined here. So now if I show you, let's say create incident. See, I can create incident, I can update incident. One thing. Now if I show you change, I can update change task, I can update change. This is your homework now. To go and see this out of the box, at least these 4 modules: incident, change, problem, request. Now let me see problem. Update problem. Maximum what I will do if I send an email, I'll mention the subject and I mention the body. Subject: inquiry about LNG training. Body: new in SM and need training. Now, if someone send me an email in this format, I want the incident should create it. It means I have to do the mapping. That subject should go in the short description, body should go in the description. Who is sending the sender name should go in the collar. How this thing work? Let me show you a incident 1. Create incident. These are the things which is minimum, which is required for every, or which is required by every customers. I'm sure like Anthony or Ishwar had this issue already. Atul, it's like a normal demand. They want, can I create an incident from the email? Can I approve from the email? It's a normal demand nowadays. Nowadays, what is the demand? Can I create the incident by sending the SMS? See how the customer is moving it. Can I create the incident by sending the message from the WhatsApp to ServiceNow? Companies are implementing up to that level. So these are just a normal one. And yes, that can be doable. Like sending message from WhatsApp and creating incident, and from SMS, right? Definitely configuration is little different because that required your this thing. Provider and all the things will be there. So if you see, you can create an inbound action on the table like incident, change, problem. What you want to do? You want to record the action or you want to reply the email out of office? Let's say Anuj apply on a career on a job from a career site and he got a reply. Thank you so much for your application. We will review and we'll let you know. That is not recording, that is replying the email immediately. So I'm doing record action here. It says three things. Mainly when to run, kab run karna, and how you identify that it is a new email, it's a reply email, it's a forward. This is what it says. Because there is nothing different than this. Either it's a new email, either it's a reply email, either it's a forward email. So you can decide, but you cannot put more than one type in a single inbound action. If you want to record for the reply, you have to create a new inbound action. So I said, if anything, a new means neither RE word, neither FW word mentioned in that particular subject line. One. Do you want a specific role only send the email? No. Anybody can send. I'm using Vodafone. You are using Airtel. If you have an issue, you can send that email. Okay.
Atul, one question. I don't know if it is related to this.
Go
If
ahead.
you
Go
see
ahead. Go ahead.
the execution order, right, 100.
Yes, I'll tell you.
So I am seeing in other modules also, there are order
Yes.
lines like 100, 150, 200. I'm not knowing, what exactly does that mean?
Yes. So execution order. If I give you example, let's say you invited issuer at your home for the dinner. Okay. What will be the execution order? Let's say issuer arrived by 7 o'clock. Okay. He arrived by 7 o'clock. Then what you will do? First, you will greet him. Then you serve water. Then you serve cold drink. Then you bring tea with some snacks. Take a break. Then you serve soup. Then the main course. Then the desserts. And then bye bye. This is what the execution order. In service now, this word order play a very vital role. Now, if I ask a simple question, if there is a fire, what you will do first? You will call the ambulance. Sorry, you will call the fire brigade or you will call your friend. What you will do? Definitely,
Ambulance.
it's a fire brigade,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Right. So this is what this order decide. In service now, the components like UI, this business rule, client script, inbound actions, they work on the orders. The minimum order, the number is less as a will be executed first. Now I say, let's say I want to create a two inbound action on the same table, on the same type, but with a different rule. Then I'll say if someone sending with the ideal role that take the precedence, so it should be 10. Otherwise, the next one should be 100. How the system will know that what I have to do first? It's you have to be decide, not the system. So this is what this order define. It plays a very vital role in the executions of these components. Okay. Now for the from. Do you want that you want to capture only from a specific email ID? Like say if anybody sending like anuj.abc.gmail.com. If only this email ID I receive, only then I'll create an incident. Otherwise, I will not create any incident. This is what the from. This is the one part. Second part. Atul, that's done. Now, how a system will know that I have to be put the short description or the sorry, subject in the short description. Go to action. This thing decide. You can do the mapping like this, like subject, short description to subject. But here only small things you can do, not much. So what they do, they write a script. See, category should be inquiry. Incident state should be new. Contact type should be email. And they mention if in your email body you did not define, you did not say it's important, so I'll make it as a P4. But if you say this, there is a tag available in the Gmail, right, on the Outlooks, importance high, then I'll make it as a P1 and P2. This is what this configuration do. This is the place where this configuration has been mentioned. Clear, everybody? Doubt, question, clarification. If a email don't contain any kind of a watermark, watermark is when I send any email from ServiceNow to user, there is a specific tag get attached at the bottom. If the tag does not has been there in the email, ServiceNow consider that as a new email and create the incident. Put your question if anything there. Any doubt, question, clarification? No question. Anybody has no question?
We need to take help from the developers, if we need
Yes.
to have scripting, right?
Right. But you as a consultant need to take this information from the customer. That what you want. You want to create incident, update incident, what priority you need, what category you need, what contact type you need. Then you give it to your developer and he will develop it. He or she will develop it.
But we need to understand where all these things are coming from. That knowledge we need to have, right?
Yes,
To
this
talk
is
to.
this is what we are discussing, right? Okay. Chaliye, let's come back. So now, if you notice yesterday, we are discussing about an incident, right? Let's say I put Jonathan name here. This Jared. This become red. Now you may be in the doubt. You may be in the doubt that what will happen if this caller is a VIP. Do you think any impact on this?
Special care should be given because he's a VIP user.
Are you sure?
Mm. Normally we do, right? Because he can be an executive.
Practically, there is a no changes, no impact. Either user is VIP or not in the out of the box system. It is not configured. According to you, there must be, but system says out of the box system says there is a no validation on that. So don't think that if it is a red color of the VIP, it means it is getting some special attention. No, it is just a flag has been given. If you want to configure, then you can configure it. Okay. So that is a one part. And this is called the VIP style. But it has no see if you see this as a it's a VIP user. Do you see that any change happening here? No change happened, right? It means out of the box, nothing is there on that particular part. It is the flag has been given just to give a reference that yes, in ServiceNow we have this thing available. But if you want, you can do it. Okay, but if you want, you can do anything on that particular part. The only thing is that it look like a red, and we consider this as a VIP. Okay, now the second part, this thing. If you see here, let me say, I want to see that what is the department of this Mr. Jared, or what is the user ID, sorry, user email ID of this Mr. Jared. How I can get that information? That information we can get from this, preview this record. And this is coming from the ref underscore contribution. I'm coming to little technical part because now this is important from the examination perspective. This slide is important from the examination perspective. Jared. So now if you see this, when I click on this particular option, I can see these information: user ID, first name, last name, title, department, time zone. Okay. This is coming from the reference, or what I can say, contributors. REF underscore contributions. We will see this part now. We will see this part now. Okay. I want to see, I'm putting few concepts, then we'll go one by one. I want to see that how many incident has been raised by this user. Click on this, show related incident. And you can see all the incident which has been raised by this user has been displayed here. Now the question comes from where it is becoming. How service now pulling this information that only for this user it's coming. See, in this color is this only. From where this information is coming. Third point. If you see this, let me remove this and let me say is able. Did you notice that I can search by the two things? One with the name and second with the email. But if I want to search with the employee ID, I'll give a very beautiful example to understand this part, and practical example. I was supporting one of my customer. Okay. They are supporting customers from the different regions. Few from African side, few from Canada, few from US, Germany, Japan as well. Okay. And their major concern was, and it's little fact for us as well, that if you speak to anybody who is not from India, specifically from that particular region, if you speak to some US guy or some Germany guy or maybe some African guy, it is very tough sometimes for us to understand their English accent. Maybe we say sorry, we say can you repeat it? I'm not understanding. Can you go a little slow? But if survey does follow these things, then customer will get frustrated. So what happened? Let's say I'm running a customer care center and I got a call. Hey, my name is Alexandra, something like that. Now, if Anuj or Khalida or Ishwar or Jogendra or Anthony is working as a service desk agent, it is very tough for us, even including me, to get the right spelling to that particular person. Because until unless I will not get the name, I cannot put in the caller. I'll say, sorry, I did not get your name. Can you repeat it? Again, that person take his name, but we're not able to understand. Then that lady came to us, that manager came to us, say, sorry, it didn't work for us. Instead of alphabets, it is easy to get the numbers. Hey, can you give me your employee ID? Yeah, my employee ID is 124 now 1240250. See, it is still easy to understand. So they demand to us that can you make a change in this field? I want my service desk agent should be searched with this number, not with the name. A very valid requirement. So how to enhance this caller field to add number here? And this thing come from the ref underscore AC underscore column table. We have to be enhance it, that how I can search this thing here, right? Clear everybody in those 3 points? Doubt, question, clarification. I'm going to be do a depth now.
One question related to that caller ID. That is eventually the foundation data only, right? Because it is
Yes.
related to user. So in that table, we need to have the employee IDs also, that the numbers, so that
Yes.
we can call. Correct?
You can have. Let me show you. I'm going here. Let me put. There's nothing called employee number. Let's go and add it. See, I have employee number. Now I want to make my search with the employee number as well. Means if I put like this, I should be able to see that search. Now how to do this part? Right click and go to configure dictionary. In ServiceNow, these attributes are called the dictionary. These are the field, but in technical language, if I say, it's called the dictionaries. Okay. So here you can see caller ID. This is the first part. Ref underscore contribution, which we say. It's going to let me open the incident. This one. These two are from the ref underscore contribution, and you can see this has been mentioned here. Ref underscore contribution user underscore show underscore incident. That is the first part. Now, if you scroll down and come to attributes, see here it is mentioned that how to find out this show underscore incident, use underscore show incident. Open this. And they're using a macro, UI macro. So this macro call the data and it show us here. So these are nothing but these are the macros, UI macros. But how it has been defined? It has been defined under this here. So it's putting some references and it's calling some macro, even though I have no idea that how this macro works because I never work on this part. Okay. So this is what we can say it's be coming from here. Now the second part is what we don't have out of the box. If I go back here, we need to create one more under this attribute. And that is for our email and department or email or employee ID. And we can say attribute should be where's go reference, this one, autocomplete columns. And then in this we can say email hyphen employee number. It may require some kind of a coding to be right, which I have no idea because it's done by the development team only. But use case I can tell you here that why this thing come in the picture. So I can say email hyphen, let's say so now you can say ref underscore AC underscore column. Let's try to be reload this and try have a search. See, not this. ये तो बाकी भी क्या जो we are showing earlier, it was not working here. Well, it was email, now it is not showing. बहुत problem है इसमें तो. Maybe some code has been wrong here only. Email hyphen department or email underscore department or employee name something. Maybe I'm missing something on that part. But the intention to tell you this thing is that this information is coming from the ref underscore AC underscore column. We can define and it can work for us. Clear everybody? Any doubt on this part?
What is that ref underscore?
I'll write it. Ref underscore AC underscore columns. You can see here. This one. So these two are the main key pointers in this domain, in this area. Like these two. These two are coming from the contributions, and this thing is coming from, this line is coming from what I can say, ref underscore AC underscore column. Okay. Now, what is the last point? Is this show related is something either not? No. Okay, done. Yep. On this part, we have done on these things. Okay. So two things important to be understand. Number one is a VIP has no impact in the out of the box system. So if you want, you can modify this. And second, we can use this color part and then we can populate their name and the email ID. That which field need to be shown, we can define on that particular part. Okay. And show related incidents. We can see here. If I go here, I can see the show related incident. I can see from here. Or if I want to see user information, I can see the user information from here. From the examination perspective, go ahead, please.
Atul, when you selected that that option, can you tell me about that again?
Which option?
How we can see the linked the other incidents?
This one.
Okay.
Okay. So if you go here, this is show related incident.
Okay.
If you click on this, we can see the other incident raised by this particular user only.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So these things we can do here on this particular part. Okay. Now, one thing which is more important and the last point. When you see this, when you click on this I, this is called the pop-up. Sys pop-up view. This portion and the previous portion which we discussed are the important from the examination perspective. Even though nobody is going to be asked you in the interview about this, but from the examination perspective, these are very important, I can say. This is called the sys pop-up view. Okay. And how this view work actually? Or what is the way to do this part basically? I'm not sure that why there is separate link available. If I go here, open the record. No, it's not working like that the way I was thinking. Sorry. Okay. So this pop-up view basically support us to see the information about the user. So now you can see employee number is also coming here. Did we add? We just add the employee number on the, what I can say, user table. So user form, not on the table already there, on the user form only, and it's appearing here. The same example I bring it here. My customer says, Atul, I don't want to be see anything else. No calendar information, only time zone is required, employee number required, first name, last name, user ID, and email required, and location required. Why are you making this page heavy for me? So we enhance, we update this pop-up for them. Sys pop-up view, we update it for them because the data is coming from the user table. But it doesn't mean that you are going to be going here and we're removing the information from it. No, we cannot remove. So we are going to be update the sys pop-up only. Let's see, do we have anything here? Sys pop-up choice. No. There's nothing like that. So it's a homework for you guys to find out that how I can make a change in this sys pop-up view. To access this view, what we can do, what is the standard practice or standard link? This says it should be like a table name servicenow.com. If I remember correctly, user ID dot do underscore sys pop-up something. Nee. Wait, it's like equal to some sys param, because I remember this thing. I put this thing in my mind when I was doing this training. Sys param underscore view is equal to sys underscore. Let me do. Nice. Sys underscore user dot do. Oh. View. Yes, now it's working. So this is the sys pop-up view. How you can make correction in this view. Now I came to know. Let me open this user table. Okay. Go here and change the view. Do you find anything here? Sys pop-up, anything is there? This is the default view. Now you need to find out that is this sys pop-up view. See, it is showing the user as sys user, but we are in the sys pop-up view. Name is the sys pop-up. What is the view name here? There's a no view name here. So if you want to directly change in the view, so now what I can do, I can come here. Let's say configure form layout. Okay, and I'm view name is, it's not showing sys pop-up view here. Come on, how I can make a change then? Sometimes it's so much confusing when you do for the implementation like this. So we do make a change here only. It's a view name. So we can go in the view and we can make a change that what field I don't want to be see here. And let me show you, try one more thing. View. System definition view. Do we have this? This one, sys pop-up. Open this. But it is for the problem and problem task. Maybe I have to find out more. But the thing is that if you want, we can make a changes in the sys pop-up view from the user perspective. That okay, I want to show only these things. No, I'm missing something. It means because this is only for the problem table, but why it's showing like this for me the user table as well. Maybe some other name or something else I'm missing here. Okay. But the only thing which I can say is that if you want to make a change here, you need to go and write this sys underscore sys underscore view equal to sys underscore pop-up, so that it should be open this pop-up view for us. I need to see that why I'm not able to make change here. Maybe I don't have a rights or it's required some other credentials to be making changes here. But if you make change here, then the changes will be reflecting here as well. As of now, everything is appearing in this particular part. Okay, ji, clear till this point.
Atul, can you share that? What was that? Sys underscore user dot how did you open that?
Okay, that link, right? It should be like, let me open this. I'll write it again. So you can put your instance name and then you can put your table name dot do. Then you can put, where is the do gone? Do, then sys underscore sys param.
That we have to mention question mark over there.
Yes, question mark here, this side. Okay. Is equal to sys underscore pop. If you hit this, it will open the sys pop-up view of the user table. Okay. So this thing you can do here, but you have to be change your instance ID here from my to your ID. Okay. Now, if I go a little bit more in the ServiceNow depth or in the incident management depth, let's say I'm here now. Okay. I am a user who work on the incident, but I don't want a more information on the form level. I want to make my form very light. Can I personalize my form? Means I can modify the form for my need. Yes, you can do. You can, where it's gone, this one, personalized form. I don't want to see channel information. I don't want to see the parent incident. I don't want to see the caused by change. I don't want to see assignment group. See, form get personalized for me. If you see these wordings, personalized form. And these things are coming from the, what we say, client, some I forget this is, I know that there's an email client is there. We have to be configure it. I think I learned these things from one of my friends as well. So this is called the personalized form. If you log into my instance, for you, everything will be available out of the box. But now I don't want to see these information. So I remove that. No, I don't want to make my page heavy because I don't need this information. So even up to that information has been given by ServiceNow. And if you click on this, you can say tick untick you can do if as per your requirement. Let's say reset. I need everything. Okay, that's fine. You can do. So like this, it is be available. Okay. You cannot add more fields here. I guess earlier before Vancouver, the option was available. If I remember it, we can do more configuration field here. But now they remove this functionality. I'm sure. Okay. And the third part is that what I want to be see here, or maybe if I go here. So this is a one part on the form level. Okay. There is a number one part that what fields I need on the form. And maybe you think you are feeling a little bored, Atul, come on, it's a little boring. But think from the end customer perspective. They need this thing.
One second.
Hmm.
Now, personalized view is only for us, for our
Not
login.
view, but not view, personalized form.
Yes, only for our login, right?
No,
It
no,
will
no, no.
not be global.
Anybody can do.
Okay.
If you are an ITL user, you can do at your side as well. That is the meaning of the personalized, right?
But whatever changes I do, will it reflect for others also when they
No,
log in? No,
no, no,
right?
no, 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 no. And Anthony, see the word personalize. In a laptop, we have four accounts. One for you, one for your father, one for mother, and one for sister. You personalize your account with your wallpaper, your sounds, your mouse key kind of things. Right? What does mean?
Understood, Atul. Yes.
The same thing applicable here. If anything which is reflecting for every user, then it become a global change. If you remove this field from the form level, go here and configure and form layout, then it will be global change. But if you're doing a changes here, it is a personalized only. See this. There's the number one part. Second, if you come here, service now record the things as a history, and that is called the activity formatter, activity stream. Now, if you want, you can filter the activity. I want to see only few things. Okay, it is option here. I want to see only registration code. Sorry, I do not see the registration code. I don't want to see the open by. See, open by is not coming here. Or I want to see more fields. So you can configure it. That what I want to see as a default. I want to see active true. Hey, come on. I want to see caller ID. Category and all. Click and see. This is again for your purpose. If you save this, then you can see this in the activity filter. All. So now you can see everything is appearing here. This is the another point, because again it make easy for user to be search anything on a specific incident. Hey, I want to just see about the category. Let's say a incident is ongoing from the last 9 days or 10 days. Multiple teams updated multiple things in the incident. Now it is tough for me to find out. You can do Control F. But if you want to do a little bit more in the service now, you can put on the filter activity and see what was earlier, what was not now. Clear, everybody. Let's say if I make a change in the category, let's put the category as a hardware desk. See. Now let's come back and you can see. But on the first place, what fields I'll be putting, it will show here. Clear?
Yes, Atul.
Okay.
I have to
Now,
practice on it.
good. Now come to the next part. we see a lot of discussions happen on the category and the subcategory yesterday. That in the category we should have a 7 to 10. In the subcategory we can have only 1 level or 2 level maximum, not more than that. Okay. ServiceNow says that category play a very vital role. Okay. Because number one, your category should be very simple and standard, easy to understand. Try something that these categories should be same in the problem as well, same in the change as well. This is what called standardization. I was working for a company where I work on this automation perspective. So my manager is very, very good. He was very good. Again, he was based out in UK and very vast experience in the service management, more than 20 years experience. And I was just on 7 or 8 or 6 to 7 years experience that time. So he told us one thing, that automation doesn't mean that you start automating everything. To reach on the automation, we have to follow some standards. We have to follow some steps. And he told us a basic principle. Maybe that's not applicable for everybody. First, standardize the thing. Second, consolidate the things. And third, automate the thing. Until unless everybody is not using the same process, you cannot do automation. Once everybody is using the same process, then consolidate. Okay, this person can do this as well. This person can do this as well. Remove the other persons. Then you can do the automation. Just saying, let's do automation. No, you have to follow some life cycles, principles on that particular part. So to make this thing possible, we have to make sure that our category and subcategory should be good, because these categories are the drivers for a lot of things. We can use the assignment rule to do the category. If hardware is a category, then assignment should be done to the hardware team. If category is network, it should be go to the S_network team. Okay, and these things are stored in the choice table, sys_choice table. If you open this show choices, see sys_choice table, and you can see here multiple tables are there. Change, incident, problem, and see if you see incident, 5 are there. It can be category, it can be subcategory. Now if I remove this, now see. On the incident, we have how many? See. Because these are the choices only. Even my states are the choices. One whole reason is the choices. So this is that your choices should be less and standard. It should not like for the change you're using 5, for the problem you're using 20. It is not going to work, because when you right click on this, create problem record, and if you want to copy this category to the problem, it means this category must exist in the problem record, problem table as well. Otherwise it will not work. So there is a prime reason that it should be standard. Okay. What is the another way? If there's a no category, what is another way? We can drive our incidents with the help of the configuration items as well. Means we can use CI classes as a category. Remember the CI class manager? Network, adapter, router, computer, peripherals, computer devices, rooms, AC, server. Maybe you can define the class CI here and you can load the class here and use that class as a categorization for your assignments. But the problem is that to make this thing possible, that driving the category on the basis of the CIs, the CMDB should be a robust, strong, and mature. The CIs should be in the right class or rightly classified in the right classes. So ServiceNow say both systems are there. You can do this categorization, use this category out of the box, or you can use these categories. Same fundamental we're going to be discussing the problem and the change as well. Okay, so you can use anything on the category, but make sure it should be standard. If you're using out of the box, don't go for heavy one. Make it simple. 5, 7 to 10 as the category, subcategory 10 to 15 max. 1 level and 2 level you can do. Otherwise, you can go for this part. But to make it with the CI classes as a categorization, we need a good and solid CMDB which can help us or which is mature and can help us on that particular part. Clear till this point? Everybody. It is million the theory, but we as a consultant need to understand this part. Okay. Now the last topic, because otherwise we'll miss out this fun, very small topic, that how this impact and urgency is working. I change the impact 1. I change the urgency as a 1. Priority become 1. And you say, Atul, you told this na, that is coming from priority matrix. But boss, where is the priority matrix defined in service now? English is not going to work. This is a configuration. So this thing is coming from the priority lookup. This thing, priority lookup rules. See here. If impact is 1, urgency is 1, then priority should be 1. Impact 2, urgency 1 should be 2. Impact 3, urgency 3 should be, priority should be 5. This is what the priority matrix work. How it has been defined, not the agenda for this training. Very clearly, guys. For this, we need the 2 different tables. We have to create the lookup tables, and then we have to create the rules behind that. Because defining this doesn't work. There is a concept called the matcher and the setter. So this is coming from this table DL underscore U underscore priority. But if you go here, priority lookup rules, right? Data lookup definition, this one, priority lookups. This is the actual fundamental which work. It match and then it's set. This is part of the admin training. But for the fundamental to be understand that from where it is coming, this is coming from the priority lookup rules. More you define, more you can. Maybe today you have 5, tomorrow you can go to 7 as well. Define the matrix, your work has been done. Clear everybody till this point? Question, doubt, clarification.
Not now. Most likely I will start my doubt with the tomorrow's class.
Sure. But it is not that much tough. It's more on the theoretical part.
Yes.
Okay. But
I will have to watch videos today.
Yes, but fundamentally need to be strong. Okay, let me take a quick attendance now.